Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9. We're in the great state of Kansas City, Missouri, and I cannot believe that we're already on episode 9. Hey, we have been on the road now for a couple of months, and by now you guys have kind of got to know me a little bit. But this week we're going to be focusing on Jill and her experiences and what she thinks about this road tour. And so I tell you what, let's go find Jill and let's get started with talking to her. Okay guys, I have finally located Jill. I have been looking for hours to figure out where she went, and I don't know if you can see this behind me. Man, she come down to the city market today. This is one of those things that she loves to do, so I'm gonna walk up on her and I'm gonna see what she's doing. Okay Jill, we've been looking for you.
Well, you see where I'm at.
Yeah, you were at the city market. Okay, the audience is wanting to ask questions about Jill and about who she is. So the question that they want to know is basically, what did Jill do before we started the tour?
Well, since everybody really wants to know, I was in the insurance business. I've been in the insurance business since I was 19 years old. The last company I worked for almost 21 years at an agency in Memphis. I do miss my friends from there, my coworkers. They were great people. Like I said, I've been in the insurance. That's all I really know. So call your insurance. I'll miss you guys, and hopefully I'll get back up there to see you guys before long.
All right, guys. So since this is Jill's week, I was figure out what she wanted to do today, and Jill likes going to the zoo. So today we're going over to the zoo, and we have 11:15 time to get there. So I'm gonna show you Jill this morning. Hold on a minute.
I'm excited because I'm going to the zoo. It's one of my favorite places. So apparently they've named an orangutan after me. Let me show you. It says Jill.
So undoubtedly, I'm married to an orangutan.
Haha.
All right, so we have walked, I think, 1,000 miles. I'm exaggerating, but I feel like I walked 1,000 miles. What did you think about the zoo, baby? Did you like the zoo?
It was pretty good. There was a lot of animals that weren't out, but it's pretty nice. From Memphis, we have a really good zoo in my opinion, and this one was pretty good. But it was a nice day to get out and walk. Like you said, we walked so much, but we need the exercise. So I enjoy getting out. So thank you for us getting to come here, because the zoo is really one of my favorite things to see. So I enjoyed it.
So the audience is actually has another question for you.
Okay.
One of the things they wanted to know is they wanted to know how it was to leave your job after being there so long. Were you excited about it? Were you sad about it?
It was very, very bittersweet, because I felt like, of course I've been there so long. I made a lot of friends over the years, and so it was very bittersweet. They were very good company to work for.
All right, there's the answer to your question, guys. It's a bittersweet type situation, but she's loving it now.
Okay, guys. Well, we just left the zoo, which I said earlier. I enjoyed that. I enjoy things like that. We're now headed toward something that Ronnie likes to do, which is we're going to the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. So hoping we find some good chocolate. I'm more of a caramel person myself. I think Ronnie likes caramel too, but their website says they have a lot of that too. So we're gonna go check it out. Hopefully find some good chocolate.
I got my chocolate. Jill got sugar free. Are you kidding me?
I opted to get sugar-free chocolate, so sugar-free chocolate, so I'm gonna test it to see if it's really that good. That's delicious. Just as good as regular in my opinion. So good.
So, I got a white chocolate Twinkie, and oh my God.
And it is not sugar-free, right?
No.
Let me try that. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty dang good. We don't need it, but it's good. Well, hey guys, I'm so excited. Ronnie got me tickets to the World War I museum, and I know he doesn't really care about it, but he knows I like stuff like that, and I like history and all that. So we're on our way there, and I'm excited, and we'll show you pictures along the way, and let you know if we would recommend it to anybody that wants to come to Kansas City and go. Go see what he's up to. What are you doing? What are you doing?
They're telling these cool stories. Like, these are the undergrounds, how the mud thing was that back in the war. And so it shows how they kind of built like tunnels. They're showing the tunnels. It's really cool. Okay, so we're going to take a break from the tour for a second, and I got another question for you.
Okay.
So they want to know that basically, what was your response when I brought up the idea about us hitting the road?
My first response was a little hesitant because I was leaving everything I knew. So my first response actually was I was very hesitant. It took me a few months to grasp the idea of a totally new lifestyle. So it was hesitancy.
All right, here's another question. How have you enjoyed being on the road?
I have enjoyed it for the most part. I do miss my home at sometimes, but getting to see different places around the United States, seeing other cities, landmarks, how, hills, flatland, it's all been very interesting. So for the most part, I do enjoy it.
All right, one more question for you.
Okay.
Is what do you hope to get out of this trip? Or what would you like to see maybe at the end of this trip?
I would like to see an increase in business for JobNimbus, new customers, and probably to see if I could live in an RV. We sell our house and live in an RV. I'd like to know that, and I think this trip will let me know.
It will definitely let us know. Guys, I have to say, we just wrapped up the War Museum, and I have to admit, I am not typically the type of person that would go to these things, even though I know how important it is. I never really, as a kid, never felt like the history. I just didn't like that kind of stuff. It was boring to me. However, I have to say, the older I've gotten, Jill did a good job in picking this out.
Yeah, it was very interesting and very educational. Everything was the authentic, nothing but the planes that we didn't get to see, they were recreated, but all the artifacts were the original. So that's what made it so interesting to see how things were made back in the early 1900s and how well they've preserved them actually. But
yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, guys, hey, we can take this one off of the bucket list now. We can say that we came to the memorial, which I would recommend if anyone is here in the Kansas City area, they need to come check this place out. It's absolutely wonderful. All right, I promise this is my very last question that the audience wanted to know is basically what has been your favorite and your least favorite thing since we've been on the road?
My least favorite thing has been leaving my home and the stability of home. The most favorite thing I would have to say is seeing all those different landmarks and all the cities we've been to. We may never see them again, so seeing landmarks in all these cities has probably been my most favorite thing. And getting customers to sign up for JobNimbus.
Out of all that, I would have thought she would have said her most favorite thing is traveling the world with me. Can you believe that crap?
Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Most of the
What?
time.
What?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. All right, guys. Hey, it's been fun. We've had a lot of fun doing this today, and we will catch you on the next episode. So come hang out with us. Comment below. Hey, give us a shout out if you're like seeing these right now, and we are out.